Hey gang, welcome to another video. This time we're going to talk a little bit about Splatoon 3 and do some matches with a friend in the process. Let's get this party started, shall we? Looks good. Alright, change my weapon here. Alright, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Talk a little bit about Splatoon 3, and of course, do some matches with a friend in the process. Should be fun. Now, I know you all have seen the trailer by now, so the bigger question is that crab tank. How many weapons do you guys think that'll be on, huh? I think it'll be on a few, but I don't think it'll be on too many because they don't want to get too many things, such as seemingly OP ranged special. I mean, that special could potentially be very overpowered. I mean, they're really going to have to, I think, balance that thing. You know what I mean? I feel like if they don't balance that thing, it's going to be really OP, and, you know, the matches are just not going to be quite as fun. Because, you know, everyone's going to be using the OP crab tank special, which would not make the game very fun, if you ask me. I wouldn't want to have people using OP special too much either, you know? I would actually prefer if people had a bit of a bigger variety on that, you know, special-wise, so we didn't have to worry so much, you know? Because if you give too many OP specials like the crab tank, it could cause issues, because that special could be very overpowered if they're not careful. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we all saw what it can do. I mean, think about it. And on another note, the Zipcaster could be a little bit overpowered as well against the Chargers. So you gotta find a way to fairly balance that, so the Chargers don't have a horrible time against those. Right? So the Chargers can have a fair chance at defending themselves. Am I wrong? And I think they should. You know? Give the Chargers a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? Give the Chargers a fair shot. You know what I mean? Don't make the Zipcaster be the ultimate Charger counter. You know what I mean? Give the Chargers an opportunity to defend themselves against it. So it's not the ultimate Charger counter. Because otherwise, the Zipcaster will be OP against Chargers, and that could be an issue. But that's just me. What can I say? I wouldn't want it to be OP against Chargers either. I mean, it would be nice to have something to really be able to defend yourself against Chargers with, but it's a bit risky to make it too strong against the Chargers, because then the Chargers are just sort of having a huge problem, you know? it's not really fair to the Chargers if you make an OP weapon against them they can't really defend themselves against, right? You gotta balance it. Am I wrong? So the Chargers have a fair chance at defending themselves. Just saying. But also, the person using the Zipcaster has to have a fair chance at defending themselves, too. I mean, you don't want to give the Chargers too much of an advantage over the Zipcaster, so you gotta balance it somehow. Which might be a little bit tricky, but just have to trust that they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because they do. I mean, they made Splatoon 1 and 2 pretty cool, didn't they? And if they can make them that good, surely, you know, they can find a way to balance those, right? I mean, if they made Splatoon 1 and 2 as good as they did, surely they can make Splatoon 3's Charger Zipcaster balance fair, right? And on another note, the Inkzooka thing, the Trizooka, interesting option. I mean, that is insane. Gotta wonder how long that special can go for. How many times you can fire that Inkzooka, Trizooka thing off. Because, I mean, let's be honest. That Trizooka could be very dangerous against certain range weapons, like Chargers. That Trizooka thing could be very dangerous against things like Chargers. You know, if you use it efficiently, if you know how to corner the Charger, then the Charger has a problem because they're cornered and you got the Trizooka thingy, and then you've got an issue, right? Because, you know, if you're the Charger, you know, you got an issue here. I mean, you're cornered and this person has this Trizooka thing. It's going to be harder for you. Theoretically. Am I wrong? You know, because if they make that Inkzooka, Trizooka thing strong enough against Chargers, it could give Chargers an issue. But on another note, maybe they should make something that's harder against blasters. Because I personally find blasters annoying to some degree. But what do I know? I mean, I don't really use blasters, but when I face them, they can be a touch annoying, so yeah. There's that. Blasters can be a smidge annoying. Blasters can be a smidge annoying. I'm sure we've all been there, right? Facing annoying blasters. That's normal, right? But on another note, the maneuvers, right? Those maneuvers are insane. I mean, you can zip up those walls, jump up in the air, and get the Charger from behind. Boom. You saw it in the trailer, right? They zipped up the wall and got the guy. I mean, that is an insane maneuver, and I think it'll be somewhat fun to try and figure out how to strategize that. You know? But I mean, it's an interesting idea, right? Use that maneuver to really take those backline weapons who are, you know, high up there by surprise. They think you can't get to them, and then, you know, they're hit with a bit of a surprise when you zip up the wall and get them from behind. Or something. Right? I mean, that would be insane. Am I wrong? You zip up the wall, get the backline weapon from behind when they aren't really expecting it, right? With this new maneuver, and if you become good enough at this new maneuver, I mean, you could really use it to your team's advantage. Maybe help yourself get up there in rank a lot quicker. Right? If you're good enough at it. Right? Am I wrong? This new maneuver could be very useful if you're good enough at it. Both new maneuvers can be very useful. I mean, I know the one where they zipped up the wall can be useful. I'm not sure about how the other one could be used to face opponents, but I do know the one can be very, very dangerous against backlines that are really kind of stuck up there in those high ground positions that they think are safe. And then, you know, they get a bit of a reality check when their high ground position is taken over by someone who zips up the wall from behind or something and hits them when they don't expect it. Because they thought they were safe, and then someone uses this new maneuver thing to really catch them off guard. Right? But that's just me. And an interesting idea. What do you think about chargers having things like Tentamissiles? I mean, a charger with Tentamissiles would be interesting, but is it really necessary? I mean, it's a charger with, like, Tentamissiles. That would be cool, but I feel like what would be even cooler is, like, a charger with the Zipcaster. Now that would be insane, right? Charger with the Zipcaster? That would be nuts. I mean, think about it, man. Let's see if my friend will do some turf war stuff, right? He's not appearing. Maybe I should go back to the private battle. Nope. Let's see what he does. Come on. Bummer. Come on, man. You know what? Let's go back onto the private battle. Bummer. Come on, man. Nope. He's not showing up. Bit of a bummer. But what can you do? Right? It's not showing up. Bit of a bummer. What can you do? But hey, that's how it works sometimes. Not showing up. Maybe he went out too. Nope. Not joinable. Well, what can I say? Stuff like that happens. But on another note, honestly, I feel like some of those specials could be really insane. If they did them right, it would be absolutely nuts. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, that is fun. But that is it for this video. Bye.